Welcome to Real Estate for Real session where we share actionable real estate information. Today we'll be discussing navigating real estate in a high price, high interest rate market.
Interestingly, we need to overcome challenges for us to have the boldness to jump into this high price, high interest rate market. There's a narrative out there that, oh, people are not buying homes. That's not true. What data shows is that home purchase activity post COVID is actually higher than home purchase activity pre COVID. We know that during COVID, rates were in the 2%, prices were pretty low, people had prosperity, and people were buying homes, yes. But what data is showing now is that more people are buying homes currently. We're out in the field over the weekend and we went to an area that 3 years ago they had one community with a few houses, but now it's almost fully built up. That means what people are buying homes. So I know it's a challenge, but you owe yourself that duty to follow data and not follow narratives and jump into the home ownership experience.
And like we always say, negative news sells.
That's good.
The negative news out there is that you don't need to own your own piece of real estate narrative. This is designed to keep us people from being dependent on the capitalist system, and that creates consumers of products and services, not owners. So you have corporate investors, buying single family rental communities, and their aim is to keep a pool of renters going. So they want to sell the narrative to keep people from in that mindset of continuously renting and never attaining their hopes of owning their own piece of real estate.
The progression is this: you start from a one bedroom apartment, move to a 2 bedroom apartment, and most people, as their family grows, they either rent a 3 bedroom home or buy a 3 bedroom home. So that's the logical sequence. And those that have data, those are the corporate investors, say, look, how do we cater to that three bedroom, 4 bedroom family size? And what they are doing, as Lara said, is buying up communities, building rental communities, and making people think that, oh, it's impossible to own your own home. No, don't buy it, is that narrative. There are opportunities out there, programs out there. It starts from believing you can do it, and that will drive you to take the next step to doing it.
Another thing is that as consumers, you have to amend your expectations. Most parts of the US, many consumers want the brick homes facade, and they're usually very expensive compared to other options. So to enable people own their own piece of real estate, what most builders are utilizing they're just using hardy planks that they use stucco, they use hardy planks to make the house look very beautiful. The most important thing is what is inside the house, not the facade, and this enables people to key into owning their own piece of real estate. Please, you can move away from the traditional look and purchase your real estate with hardy planks, stucco, and all that, and it will get you into the pool of home ownership.
And the thing is, hardy plank is not cheap, it's just different. It's actually a cement board and it's over 100-year warranty. It looks different, and most builders are creative in how they use it. They build beautiful homes. It's very common in the East Coast. Most homes are built with hardy. When it comes towards like Texas, yes, we used to use brick. Why? Because labor is cheaper here. But now the reality of moving homes and keeping people in home ownership are causing builders to do either a hybrid of brick and hardy, or building more homes with hardy. But because your home is built with hardy doesn't mean, or cement board doesn't mean it's worth less. It's worth the same thing. Homes are beautiful on the inside. Homes in America are built with what?
Wood.
That's it. It's just the facade that's different. Most homes have the basic structure as wood. What the facade is, just the covering is just to beautify the house. It has the same installation, has the same everything. But the key thing is you are keen into home ownership by buying an affordable home.
Another thing is that as consumers, please do not compare yourself with your friends that bought 3 years ago. We have my friend realty. They tell you, oh, I bought my home this amount, this how much I paid for my mortgage. You shouldn't compare yourself with someone that bought 3 years ago. There are many factors to purchasing and owning your own piece of real estate, so you cannot compare your circumstances with somebody else.
Yeah,
So
3 years ago the market was completely different. So a home that was 300 grand 3 years ago might be 400 grand today. Rates were in the twos or threes 3 years ago. They're in the sevens and sixes now. It's a totally different market. The key thing is look for what works best for you and key into it.
another thing is that you have to understand the financial cost of not owning your own piece of real estate. You're renting, you're paying somebody else's mortgage. But when you own your own piece of real estate, you're building equity, you're saving
And you're
towards
building wealth for yourself.
building wealth for yourself. So please understand the cost of not owning your own piece of real estate.
And if you own your property, you paid up in 30 years, your value at that point in time is what a home is worth. But if you rent for 30 years, on the 30th year, what do you get? A certificate of being a good renter. But no wealth. So it behoves you. You hold yourself that responsibility to get the data. Don't be driven by narrative or be driven by data. Get what it takes to become a homeowner and key into it.
Another thing is that you can work on improving your credit to qualify for better rates, thereby increasing your chances of qualifying for a home that you love. You can also consider, obtaining an FHA loan. This kind of loans are easier to qualify for, and they have generally lower interest rates.
And the thing is, the lower your rate, the lower your monthly payment. The higher your rate, higher monthly payment. So work on your credit, be more financially literate, key into the home ownership experience. Who are we?
We're Trad1 Realty. You can call us on 713-955-6171, or you can send us an email, info@trad1.net. Check us out on our website, www.trad1realty.com.
And also we have social media, Instagram, Facebook, and we have a great resource on our YouTube channel, Trad1 Realty, where you can learn a lot about home ownership. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful week.